What's up, guys? So today's the last day that I'm going to be having my old stock shifter on my Mustang here. I'm going to be replacing it with the MGW shifter, and I'm also replacing the transmission fluid and the brake fluid as well. So I'm just basically going to give you some impressions on the stock shifter. It's cold right now. I just started up for the first time this morning. So we'll go for a quick drive and get some quick impressions and compare those against what the MGW gets for us. So let's go ahead and pull out here. So first thing you notice different than the MGW is that in order to go to reverse, you have to pull up and then go into first. So it's a pull up. It's called a reverse lockout, I believe. So it's gonna be different with the MGW because you're gonna push down and then go into first. So it's gonna be the difference. Let's see if we can angle this down. I don't think we can. Nope. Let's go out this way. It's crunchy. You know, you gotta really throw it in there too. It doesn't want to go in there by itself. You really gotta throw it in there. So let's see if there's another angle we can get to where you can see the shifts. Really, it's not that bad, honestly. It's really not that bad. It's pretty good. I mean, you gotta get used to it. If it's your first time driving an MT82 transmission inside of these Mustangs, it can be challenging from first and second gear. It can be very, crunchy and not a lot of pedal feel, like as far as the clutch goes. I've done some things to remedy that. I've taken out the regular clutch spring, and I've replaced that with the Stita clutch spring. So that kind of helped get, where the clutch engagement point was going to start, so you can kind of figure that out. But still, I miss some going into second sometimes when I get locked out with high RPMs. So that's why I'm going to switch out with the MGW. So I'm on my way to the mechanic. My guy's named Lamar, and we will come back from there. All right. Hey guys, welcome back. So we finally got the MGW shifter installed here on the Mustang. So I can give you guys my first impressions and a kind of a review and some differences between the stock shifter that we had and now the new MGW component that we have installed. So let's go ahead and get this started. Bring you guys down here. So the first thing that you'll notice is that there's no longer a pull-up action there with the reverse. It's now a push down and into first, and that will activate reverse. Another one of the first things that you'll notice is that the weight of the shifter is another thing that you'll notice the difference is that the weight of the shifter itself is you have to put more it takes more effort. It's just a stiffer component than the stock shifter was. So you get a little bit more feedback. You get a lot more vibration as well. Some people care a lot about that as far as like noises and vibrations and stuff like that, but I don't care that much. I really like to feel the analog feedback. So that's a cold start. Traditionally, when I would do a cold start 1 to 2 shift with the stock shifter and stock fluids, you would get a lot of crunchiness and a lot of you could feel a lot of in the chassis, a lot of I don't know, it just kind of unsettles it. So now that I've kind of changed that stuff out, it's kind of made everything a little bit smoother to use and just a little bit faster to shift. So I'm bringing you guys back down one more time. You guys can see.
Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and try doing a just a roll through once this light turns green. So you can tell it definitely takes a good amount of effort to go between the row points, but so we're starting first, and that was easy shift. The feedback of the shifter is pretty good, and rowing through the gears is a breeze. Really, it's just what I wanted. Definitely a lot more feedback, a little bit harder as far as effort, but it feels more satisfying going through each gear. But as far as daily driving with the actual shifter itself, it's really easy. I've had no issues with it. If anything, it's actually a little bit easier to daily drive than the stock shifter to me, because I'm always shifting at high RPMs. I know it's kind of a bad thing, but I like to ring it out. So it's a little bit easier not to get locked out and really know that you're going into the correct gear that you were looking for. So even with daily driving, this is highly recommended, and I'm really happy with it. So for the price, I think it's the best shifter you can get.